Hello, my love, and welcome back to your weekly energy forecast. I am super excited to jump into this with you. I've been gone for a while, and I am back now. I moved with my husband, Joe, and our two dogs, Thor and Loki. So now we're settled, and I can jump back into these weekly readings for y'all. Okay. So this is going to be for the week of March 3rd through the 8th. As you can see in the title, and we're kicking off this week with a Venus retrograde, which started retrograding in the sign of Aries on March 1st and will be retrograding through the sign of Aries and then shifting into Pisces toward the end of the month, all through April 12th. But we're going to focus solely on this week to see how the energy shifts are going to impact you. How this retrograde is realigning you on your path, and then what your intuition is telling you and what you're ignoring. All right. So if you want to understand fully how this retrograde is going to impact you, look where you have Venus and Aries in your chart, because Venus is transiting Aries. So the house that Aries falls in are the areas where you're going to see themes around love, self-worth, career, money, health and wellness. Again, because Venus rules Libra and Taurus. Okay, so those signs may be heavily affected as well. And Aries, I'm an Aries sun moon, so here we go. Buckle up. However, if you've done the healing work, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Right? We go through Venus retrogrades, I believe, every 18 months. So retrogrades are nothing to be afraid of. It's just making sure that you're aware of the energy so you understand how to work with it. Okay, but we're going to jump right in. I'm going to kick off with this Prism Oracle deck to get the themes for each row. All right, and we're going to kick off with energy shifts this week that you can expect. So let's see what we've got going on. Ooh, fear. So these cards are color-coded for the chakras. So Black is the root chakra. Okay, so something about your foundations feels a little shaky. Maybe something with regard to your family, your people, your friend group, your community. Could be around money, career. Could be around your health and wellness as well. Root chakra is heavily tied to the physical body, or just anything that helps you feel stable in your physical reality. So if anything is disruptive to that, there's probably fear going on in that arena. All right. And on the bottom of the deck, we have rejection. So I feel like maybe you're afraid to physically take action on something because you have a fear of rejection, or you have a fear that it won't work out. All right. So we're going to grab the tarot and we're going to clarify this a little bit and see what we've got going on. So what energy shifts can this beautiful soul expect this week? Oh, shit. The Tower. All right. So expect the unexpected. All right. I believe we also have a few planets in all jumbled up in Aries along with Venus. I forget which planets those are. I believe Uranus is one of them. The reason I say that is because we have the Tower, which represents the planet Uranus. So expect the unexpected this week. I feel like it might jolt you a little bit. I would be doing you a disservice if I wasn't being honest. Like, you got the Fear card and the Tower, but I feel like whatever is shocking you this week, it's not meant to derail you. I feel like it's meant to show you what you can handle. Okay, so expect the unexpected. And then we have Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. What I'm kind of feeling like is you have this fear that you're going to be rejected or you're going to have to do things alone. I'm feeling like maybe self-worth triggers here, which is very Venus retrograde, again, depending on where Venus is in your chart. So I feel like maybe you have been hyper vigilant throughout your life. Maybe you have struggled with low self-worth, asking for help. And I feel like your fear is not coming true this week, but there's like a shocking turn of events that kind of shocks you initially. And then it feels awesome, because then we have the Page of Wands and Three of Pentacles. So this could look like a sudden job loss, but then a new opportunity pops up and it's like cohesive teamwork, more money. Maybe you get to use a new level of expertise that you've been building, right? Like, for example, I started incorporating more astrology and astrology readings, 444 on the timestamp as I say that, into my business. And I love astrology, but it's an area that I'm a little new to, right? So there is some fear around that, but I'm more excited about it than afraid. So don't give into fear, work through those fears, get to that root cause of the fear. Again, look where you have Aries in your chart to understand that, because that's where Venus is retrograding right now. Because whatever the shock is, it is the catalyst to the Page of Wands, this new opportunity, new beginning, new direction forward that you're going to be like recognized for, or the help you need to go in this new direction is coming in and you're not having to do it alone. Okay. Really, really beautiful. So let's see how Venus retrograde this week is impacting your path, because retrogrades don't always have to be bad. They're not bad. Ooh. So we have hunger and love. So we have solar plexus and the heart chakra. Oh, by the way, because of the energy shifts being root chakra based, I would say just as like some things you can do: grounding outside, eat grounding foods like root vegetables, foods that are red in color as well, because it aligns with the root chakra. Okay. Maybe doing some journaling prompts around like, what is the foundation of this fear and what steps can I take to overcome it? Okay. Root chakra, like I said, is also very connected to the physical body, muscle tissue, joints. So walking, yoga, Pilates, stretching would be really, really helpful. Okay. And easy does it, because we're in Pisces season and Pisces rules the feet. So I wouldn't do anything like high intensity or anything along those lines. I would do things that are active, like with the lower extremities, especially your feet, but things that are more like that increase blood circulation, but aren't like really high impact. Anyway, so let's talk about how Venus retrograde is going to impact your path. So we have hunger and love, and then magic. I love this. Okay. I feel like you're finally going to know the direction to go in, the choice to make. I feel like you've been craving a direction, like, or craving like an understanding of what you love, or you've been craving love in general. I feel like something magical is going to happen. I don't feel like this Venus retrograde is going to impact you in a bad way. I feel like it just might be a little shocking initially. But then after that initial shock, it's all like green light, go, everything looks really good. So I feel like you're going to have more drive this week. I just feel like in the beginning of the week, I mean, Monday is ruled by the moon. Okay. So that's why on Mondays, people tend to feel like, like down and out sometimes, not every time, but that's because the moon rules Monday. So you're going to feel more intuitive, but you might want to be more introspective, hermit mode, may want to rest more, et cetera, et cetera. So I feel like this energy picks up maybe like Tuesday, Wednesday, more Wednesday. Okay. And I say that because Tuesday is ruled by Mars, Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. So you have that really nice, like uplifting, energetic momentum coming in. So how is this retrograde going to impact you this week? I just feel like you knowing the direction to go and you loving yourself enough to go after it is where the magic is. Okay. So let's see what we've got in the tarot, because the tarot will always specify. Hangman reverse. Yeah, there's no more contemplating. There's no more being stuck. There's no more like, what do I do? Ace of Cups, because there could be a new love offer. Okay. New love offer, or a new avenue you find that you love. Like you're shifting your perspective about what you love, what you do, what you're passionate about. And I feel like because you're doing that, like the floodgates are opening from the universe, and this new thing is coming in because you've shifted your perspective, even maybe about chasing love or not feeling worthy of love. We talked about self-worth a little bit earlier. It's almost like you've redirected, like looking for external validation of your worthiness, or seeking love from external sources, and you started loving yourself a lot more deeply. And this is coming from like some really deep shadow work, probably. So kudos to you, because that's just not easy. Okay. Breaking those ancestral patterns, generational cycles, pat yourself on the back. Okay. And then 4 of Cups. Yeah, this is coming out of nowhere. Lovers. Shut the. Okay. Anyway. The Lovers. So the Lovers can represent a new partnership. It could be in business. It could be romantic, or it just represents a completely new direction, but that is in such like major alignment for your path, right? It feels really good. Okay. That's also Gemini energy. So we have Gemini, and then we have a lot of, and we have Pisces. And then of course we have Aries energy as well, because Venus is retrograding in Aries. Okay. So, anyway, so the Ace of Cups in the center of this, because you've shifted your perspective about how you receive or allowing yourself to receive rather than you proving yourself all the time, so you feel worthy of receiving, you flip the script, right? So now with the Four of Cups in this position, you are now receiving the thing that you've been waiting for, is kind of like the vibe I'm getting. Like you got some perspective shift. And I feel like it was probably within the last month or two. Okay. I want to say like maybe since December. Doesn't have to be though. But you had this like big perspective shift on like, wait a second, I need to set boundaries with my energy. I can't keep giving, because that is an old story of me trying to prove my value, prove my worth. I need to operate differently. And because you made that shift, I feel like you discovered what you truly want, what you love, who you really are, what the pillars of your authentic self are. I'm moving my arms a lot, and my watch is like, you're active. I'm like, okay, I'm moving my arms around. Anyway, but I feel like this Four of Cups, you're like, okay, universe, like I know what I want. I've done all this healing work. Where's the new direction, the new person, the soulmate, the new job, blah, 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 like whatever. I feel like it's this week. Okay. Really, really beautiful energy. Again, if you want to see how this is going to impact you specifically, look where Aries falls in your chart. Okay. So final row, we're going to see what your intuition is telling you, but you're ignoring. Okay. And this is a lot of what I'm going to be teaching in my Incredibly Intuitive Women course, which is launching on March 26th. So if you want to check it out, the link is in the description box. All right. So we have growth. It doesn't feel like it. Believe me, I get it. It doesn't feel like you're progressing, but you are. The thing is, you're probably, or you have been, recalibrating what you perceive as success. And I'll speak from a personal space. I used to identify success as making a ton of money, having a really successful business, having a big house, having nice clothes, looking a very specific way physically. Not that those things are not important. I'm not dismissing that whatsoever, but it kept me in this box of chasing the next achievement, right? I would get like that dopamine rush of like getting the money or getting the new clothes or getting the big house, or you know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't last very long. So I would constantly have to strive for like the next achievement, the next thing, right? But all I was doing was masking an abandonment wound, right? And which I've done a lot of shadow work around lately, right? So now I identify my growth as being myself, setting boundaries, honoring my own energy, and not chasing the next thing, because it never works. That strategy never works when you want long-term fulfillment and happiness. And I guarantee if you're here right now, that's what you're trying to align with, because that's what I'm friggin' aligning with, right? So what your intuition is telling you that you're ignoring this, we have two heart chakra cards. There is a lot of growth. Abundance is coming. The seeds you've planted are going to sprout. And I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be this week. The thing is, the universe was preparing you to receive whatever this manifestation is. The Four of Cups is a manifestation card paired with the Ace of Cups. I love that combination for you, right? And then we have another root chakra card. So I feel like whatever challenges, obstacles you went through, those challenges and obstacles, they prepared you. They helped you raise your vibration. They probably helped you release a lot of shit, like a lot of patterns, a lot of habits, people, energy that you cannot carry with you into this next abundant, fulfilling phase, right? We're not chasing instant gratification. We want long-term fulfillment, and that's the direction you're going toward, right? So you may also have needed to build stronger foundations in the body, because you need to prepare your nervous system when you're ready to receive more abundance, right? So if you have ever experienced trauma in your life, especially as a child, your nervous system is wired to be in like this fight or flight mode, right? It's very difficult for you to hold space for high levels of abundance because your nervous system is not wired for safety, right? High levels of positive abundance align with the feeling of safety and security. If you are not in that energy, if you were taught to be in scarcity, be in fear, waiting for, the shoe to drop, whatever that saying is, I'm sure you understand what I'm saying, right? Let me know in the comments if you are. You needed to let go of that baggage so you could prepare your body, because your chakras are really important in this. Your body's important to embody that abundance so you could receive it in your physical reality. It's probably why we have a lot of heart chakra cards here, because your heart chakra is the chakra that your body uses to transmute energy, your manifestations, into your physical reality. So no surprise, we have 2 heart chakra and 2 root chakra cards, because root chakra is your physical reality. Heart chakra is like your alchemy chakra, right? If you do not have an open heart space, it's going to be very difficult for you to transmute energy into your physical reality, aka you're not going to see those physical manifestations, and you're sure as hell not going to hold on to them. Does that make sense? Okay. Anyway, let me know if you have questions in the comments or if this is resonating for you. All right. So what is your intuition telling you that you're ignoring? Let's see. So we have the growth card, but we're going to clear. Are you kidding? Look at this. Strength. Strength. I want to say, like, give yourself a break. Like, I feel like there's maybe this like urge to keep pushing for something, or to control something, or to make something happen, or feeling like I need to take more action. That's not it. I feel like this is, your intuition is like, look at how strong you've become. Look at everything that you've gone through, and you're still here, but stronger, wiser. Does this make sense to you? Strength card is also tapping into that inner strength, that inner resilience, honoring those accomplishments that truly matter, the personal growth that you've made, because your external reality is a direct reflection of your internal state. So your intuition is saying, focus on the internal growth and you will see growth and progress in your reality, right? But if you keep looking to your reality without honoring how much you've grown internally, you will never feel satisfied with what you've achieved in your physical reality. You will not at all. Okay. So let's see what else your intuition is telling you, but you're ignoring. I can't make this shit up. Hermit. You need time alone. For some of you, your intuition is telling you that things would grow faster, things would get easier, you would feel more supported if you would connect with your spirit guides more. Spirit guides, higher power, whatever you call your higher power, I don't care. The Hermit is also Virgo energy. So now we have Virgo, Leo, Aries, Pisces energy, just so you're aware. Yeah, that internal strength is what is going to get you a lot farther in like what you're trying to achieve in your external reality department. I know it sounds ass backwards, believe me. Okay. Like I am the practical tarot reader. Like I will never tell you to like, oh, just spend all your money. Who cares? Like I'm never going to do that. I wouldn't do that. I'm not going to tell you to do that. Right. But I do know how energetics work. Right. And we have Pisces, the collective North Node in Pisces right now until I think the summer of next year, 2026. I think it's June or July. It's a J month. I forget. What does that mean? It means that we are learning to surrender control. If you want to see like how the Piscean like North Node is affecting you, look where Pisces falls in your chart. My natal North Node is in Pisces. So this is big. Like I'm learning to surrender. I'm learning to let go of control. I'm learning to, when I don't have the answer, to surrender to my higher power and wait for the direction. I hate waiting. I don't like being patient. I'm trying my best to be patient, but it's hard, right? Does anyone else struggle with patience? But I grew up in a very traumatic environment, right? My mom's a narcissist. She abused me physically and emotionally growing up. My parents were in a very toxic, physically abusive marriage, and they still are. But I was around all that chaos. So believe me, like sitting still, doing nothing for my nervous system used to feel very unsafe, because if I sat still, my mom would find me and probably hit me, right? So my nervous system was primed to like take action, move around, control things, because that was how I created safety. Now I had to learn to be still, to find safety in that. So I feel like what your intuition is telling you, things would move a lot faster if you would slow down. That was my long-winded way of saying that. 5 of Wands. 6 of Cups. Okay. So we've got some past energy coming in. We do have a Mercury retrograde, I believe on March 12th, but that's not for this week. That'll be in the next week's reading. But we'll be in the pre-shadow phase. What your intuition is telling you is you already know the way to go. It's just going to require you to do something difficult where you may need to move. You may need to do something alone. You may need to leave something or someone behind. It's something that you have a lot of self-doubt around. 5 of Wands. Okay. Also, if you're trying to grow in a certain area, and I'll give you an example, like entrepreneurship or business, you're going to school. How are you going to grow if you don't learn how to do something? Does that make sense? Like I was talking about me bringing in more astrology offerings in my business. If I didn't learn how to read natal charts, how the hell could I offer that, right? So if you want to see growth, you have to take time away from the hustle bustle, like taking haphazard action that's not really helping you anyway. Maybe start to delegate a little bit better. And give yourself some alone time to do the things you know you need to do, rather than doing things that just keep you busy and distracted, because that's your subconscious trying to help you avoid making the changes you want to make so you grow. Is this making sense? Hopefully. Okay. 6 of Cups in the bottom of the deck. I feel like if you do this, gifts are going to flow in. So 6 of Cups are gifts from the universe, right? There's a lot of healing with whatever this direction you want to go in. Okay. Healing from the past, maybe around the father. Okay. The mother or the father, parents, or it could just be generational stuff. However that applies to you, right? I'm going to clarify the Strength and Hermit though for Ace of Pentacles. I'm just listening to your spirit guides. What I'm hearing is if you do the difficult thing, the thing that scares you, you're ready. You are ready. But that seed you're planting is going to manifest in ways that you can't even imagine. And you are protected in this, by the way. Ancestors, maybe a past loved one. Past loved one could have passed, I want to say August or September, maybe April. It doesn't have to be, or could have been Virgo season, Leo season, Aries season, Pisces season, or they could have been that one of those astrological signs. Don't have to be though. 4 of Swords. Yeah. Okay. Page of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so there's that low self-worth. There's that fear of abandonment and rejection, right? Could be financial fears as well. All right. But financial fears is just you struggling to embody safety and security without external validation. That's what that is, right? Which is why I talk a lot about nervous system regulation, right? Even when you're triggered, like let's just say about money, because we have 5 of Pentacles. Just because you're triggered about it doesn't mean you should just sit in the trigger and just be anxious. What are you doing to tell your body that you're safe, even though you don't have the external validation of the money yet, right? Law of attraction, law of assumption, acting as if it's already there, right? So if you don't retrain your body to feel safe when you don't have the external validation of the thing you want, you're not acting as if, right? And I'm not trying to put anyone down for having anxiety. Believe me, like I used to struggle with anxiety very much, but it's about holding yourself accountable. Like you want these changes to come. You want things to flow. You want balance. You want ease. You want freedom. You want fulfillment. They can come, but the old strategies are not going to work, right? So what I want to say is Ace of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Page of Cups. It's almost like if you're afraid to take alone time because you're like, oh, if I don't do anything, like nothing's going to happen, nothing's going to come in. Your intuition is saying, Ace of Pentacles, an opportunity is going to come in. Ace of Pentacles could be monetary, could be business, could be relationship, could be positive health news. I don't know. It depends on you, right? So don't be afraid to spend time alone to reflect on everything you've overcome, everything you've accomplished and done. Four of Swords is receiving. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Page of Cups. This is didn't I say unexpected earlier? Allow yourself to receive while you're resting and recovering from whatever this is. Okay. All right. And we'll close out the reading with one bonus blessing. Okay. What blessing is coming in? This is my fairy blessings deck. Oh, hello. I cannot make this shit up, man. A blessing of stillness. So essentially what this card means is if you allow yourself to be still, you allow yourself to receive. Do you see how relaxed this fairy is? Look, her eyes are closed. She's enjoying the wind in her hair. She's chilling. Everything's calm, cool, right? That's what this week is about. I feel like you've been through a lot. Your nervous system, your emotional body, maybe your physical body need a break. I just feel like this week is kind of like a recalibration. Okay. But how Venus retrograde is shifting your path. Like I said, I feel like Tuesday, Wednesday, things are going to start picking up because we have two aces here. Actually, we have the Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning where your cup is overflowing. And then Ace of Pentacles, new financial beginning, new business, entrepreneurship, relationship, maybe health improvements. Again, depends on you. But all new gateways opening up this week because of the inner work you've done. And maybe you went through a major shakeup. I don't know. Or maybe it happened today. I don't feel like it's going to happen like later in the week. It could. Again, this is a collective reading. But yeah, I feel like the blessing is this is the downtime you asked for. The caveat is the universe is asking you, hey, you asked for this downtime. You asked for rest. You asked for, a reprieve. But your soul also signed up for a lesson to embody trust and faith, even when you can't see the tangible thing you want, right? In your external reality. So take the reprieve, take the break, take the gift of stillness, because I guarantee you, if you slow down and you just put your guard down, you open up that energetic body to be more receptive to receive abundance from your physical reality, because you're telling the universe, like, I trust you, right? But ultimately it's you trusting yourself. All right, my love. But that is what I have for you guys. Let me know what resonated in the comments. If you have questions, I love interacting with you guys. I'm so happy to be back and doing this again. If you want to work with me on a deeper level, I will be launching my Incredibly Intuitive Women course March 26th. That is for women who want to release self-doubt, feel more confident in their decision-making, not question every decision they make through analysis paralysis, overthinking, feeling safe, trusting themselves. We'll be diving into personal astrology, human design, nutrition, high vibrational healing of the body to improve your connection with your intuition and your guides. It's a lot of fun. If you want to check it out, link is in the description box. Any other option to work with me, link in the description box. I love you. I hope you have a fabulous week, and I will catch you in the next reading. Bye, my loves.